If you DJ for 10,000 people, it's fairly easy. You come, people expect you to come, you have your hits, you know what people expect a little bit, and you can play with that. If you play in a club where there's only 3 girls and 6 drunk guys, then that is a hard job. If you can get those 6 drunk guys and those 3 girls dancing on the dance floor and having an amazing time together, then I think you're a good DJ. I'm Armin van Buuren. I'm a DJ, producer. I make my own music here in the studio and I travel the world to play it. Besides that, I have a radio show every week, usually actually done here with this microphone. And I am a co-owner of a record company called Armada Music. So I try to promote my own music, but also music from other people. And you're currently in my studio at home in the Netherlands. A lot of people know me from my DJ work and from my radio show A State of Trance, which is broadcasted over 60 countries around the world. And the cool thing is I get feedback from my crowd before I go to the dance floor. Sometimes I'm in doubt if I like a tune, and then I use my radio show to test it. It happens every week that I play a track that I think people will really like, and they don't. And this is good. This is called trying and testing. This is the power of radio, and this is the power of communicating music with people. So the radio show gives me a huge advantage. We just had A State of Trance episode 550 with 6 massive events all around the world. Started in London.
Let's kick off the Invasion World Tour of A State of Trance here in London.
Went to Moscow, Kiev, Los Angeles, Miami, and the last one was a sold-out event in Den Bosch in the Netherlands. This summer I've got many gigs coming up. I start with a big tour in the USA and Canada, Mexico. Usually I go to Greece, Croatia, of course Ibiza, all the big summer festivals in the Netherlands, everywhere. It started as a passion for 2 things. First of all, a passion for electronic music. When I grew up, it was the first electronic music that was coming up. And I was really interested in a master mixer from the Netherlands called Ben Liebrand. And he was mixing 2 records together and basically making a new track out of 2 or 3 existing records. And it was so inspiring, and I thought this is the coolest thing ever. This is what I wanted to do. So that was 1. And 2, I always had a really big interest in computers and sounds. When I was really young, my dad bought a synthesizer. And I was trying to make my own sounds when I was already 8 or 9 years old, because I thought it was really cool what you could do with all the little knobs and manipulate the sound to your liking. So for me, this was the beginning of something that I still am actually 20 years later. If you want to grow as an artist, you sort of have to have a big team of people around you to help you. In Holland we say you have to learn to share before you can multiply. It means like I had to decide to work with a producer as well in my studio. I had to decide to work with an assistant for my radio show. I'm a control freak, I wanted to do everything myself. But by letting go and allowing them to make mistakes as well, it really taught me to be a businessman in that sense. But by being a businessman, I was able to be more creative because I don't have to worry about my press schedule or my hotels that's booked for my gigs or my flight schedule. I have people that look after me very well. And if you have success and you have a great team of people around you, it's so much more fun to celebrate the success. I mean, I can sit here in my studio with a glass of champagne, hey, I won an award, but it's so much more fun to share the success with other people. So. The way I'm producing music is a lot different than when I started 20 years ago. That was with an old Atari computer with a lot of outboard gear and a big mixer. But I think, I don't know, maybe you have to ask my fans, but I find that there's a certain sound to my records that fans find recognizable, and I'm really proud of that because it's something, a certain sound that I want to bring. And I've already had that sound in the back of my head and in my tracks since '92. So I believe in the more trancey kind of sounds, and this is what I've always been making. I don't know, it just has to feel right. It's not math, It's a feeling inside you that it has to feel right. It's your subconscious that basically decides that. I always followed my heart. I never thought, oh, I have to make money or I have to become famous. And I never had the pressure of having to perform because I was very lucky to have my law degree to fall back on. Life is not about gold records or money or the awards you get. Life is about sharing that passion for music, I guess. And this is what I've always done. And I can truly say with hand on my heart that I'm still doing what I love every day. I wake up in the morning thinking, wow, today I'm going to go in the studio and this person will come by. And it's hard work, of course, but it's because I do it because I really, really love what I do.